70% of online shoppers in the UK expect a pickup and drop-off solution or a diverse range of pickup and drop-off solutions at checkout. So offering it is just in line with consumer expectations when purchasing online, and more than a third of those shoppers are willing to change the checkout form, meaning the website and the retailer they're purchasing with for a given item, subject whether these preferred delivery options are available or not.
Welcome to the Logistics Point interviews. We are joined by Sebastian Steinhauser from Parcelly, the CEO and co-founder. And Parcelly provides a hyperlocal multi-channel logistics solutions. Sebastian, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Nick, for the invitation. Pleasure to be around again.
How have the PUDO networks developed? You have two very key markets. One is the UK, the other is Germany. So what are the differences? What are the similarities? How have things changed?
The market has evolved from dedicated parcel shops to parcel lockers, all sorts of in-store pickup and drop-off solutions. And yet, what we find since we joined the market in 2014 is that there are some significant trends that I feel with some pride have been very much initiated in many ways in the UK, at least through Parcelly in 2014, and yet have become more and more a standard that we see across all different markets. The PUDO network structure that used to be typically fairly exclusive and carrier related, and to a certain extent an in-house solution that a carrier would build, that we are seeing more and more pickup and drop-off solutions being either operated separately as a standalone third-party platform, the way we are operating, or still in-house, but yet in both cases no longer exclusive, but multi-carrier, and in best case even fully courier or carrier agnostic.
Are there some more local trends, for example, things that are more prominent in the UK or things that are more specific for the German market?
In the UK, for example, staffed, manned pickup and drop-off locations, typically blending into a convenience environment, are very much market standard. If the more you go east, the more you will find that unmanned, unstaffed PUDO pickup and drop-off locations are preferred options of online consumers and shoppers. Both solutions provide very specific benefits and advantages, and it feels that it requires a blend of both to really provide a convenient, time-efficient, cost-effective solution on the last mile for consumers at any given point in time.
How do you onboard them, especially in the carrier agnostic one, where maybe they wouldn't be so keen on using the same thing as a competitor?
One of the core benefits collaborating with us is that a location partner doesn't need to choose anymore what courier partners they would love to operate, what terminals and potentially handsets they would love to train their staff on, but instead to have one device that processes parcels from a broad range of ever more courier partners that have joined the platform and are about to join. We consider us one of the many solutions that should be available to an online shopper, either at checkout or in the process of the parcel being in flight and delivered. A consumer demand and expectations change and are depending on day and time, and hence we consider us the perfect solution for a specific bracket in that last mile experience. We either find the Parcelly solution at checkout as one of the many delivery options a consumer can choose from when they complete a online purchase, or alternatively, we are one of those options a consumer is provided with when a courier has a shipment in flight and announces the delivery, and for some reason that delivery cannot take place, or the consumer is no longer at home, or for whatever reason, chooses an alternative delivery method.
How often do consumers choose the PUDO versus a home delivery, which in the UK specifically is seen as the holy grail of what retail and logistics should be doing?
The trend still maintains to be home delivery, which has been accelerated in many ways, reversed in terms of overall evolution in many ways through the pandemic. That said, if you diversify the model and add additional variables, for example, rural versus urban areas, ported building quarters versus unported, you will find a quite diverse changing average. The rate at which pickup and drop off, respectively alternative delivery methods, grow in demand is unbroken and continues to raise the expectation that within the next 5 to 10 years, we will see the shift from home delivery being a premium option, potentially even at a cost to the consumer, versus the pickup and drop off delivery being the majority option, or the option that will be chosen most of the times. If we're assuming now a dense pickup and drop off network, Parcelly operates around 4,000 shops across the country. You can reach typically, particularly within the M25 in London and in other major cities, a pickup and drop location without utilizing anything but public transport, then there is literally no more effective or no better and more effective way of PUDO in the delivery space, as a courier can bulk deliver an entire street worth of parcels into one place and have all the individuals living around or close by to collect from that store. Whether PUDO is actually something for any given retail brand, and the answer is yes. However, many consumers still opt for or against a pickup and drop off solution, subject to the value of the basket they have placed when purchasing something online. This is also progressing. We will seeing a much more diverse range of shipments and basket values being processed through pickup and drop off locations, Parcelly locations in this case. Online retailer main benefit out of this is obviously that provide a solution whenever a delivery is difficult to deliver to the home address. 70% of online shoppers in the UK expect a pickup and drop off solution or a diverse range of pickup and drop off solutions at checkout. Offering it is just in line with consumer expectations when purchasing online, and more than a third of those shoppers are willing to change the checkout form, meaning the website and the retailer they're purchasing with for a given item, subject whether these preferred delivery options are available or not. Yeah, so it's also a sales driver and shouldn't be under.
How do you in Parcelly choose those PUDO locations? What are
the range of pickup and drop locations that the Parcelly solution blends into is ever more diverse. With every year, we are adding new commercial real estate examples to the platform that we didn't even think necessarily of or about when we started the platform back in 2014. And what has started very much and is still very much focused on the convenience sector has grown into a solution that is available from office buildings, pharmacies, charity shops, up to pubs.
Can we predict where is this network going to go?
It is not about the total number of pickup and drop off locations that you're offering. It's about where those pickup and drop off locations are. And we have been very strategic in positioning stores and partnerships with stores in postcode areas where we know that there's a lot of demand, volume, parcel volume basically floating in both in and outbound directions. We are now launching in Germany as well with a solution, and we are seeing alternative and additional markets where this could sit and fit very well. The setup and the design and architecture of us as a platform is that it's incredibly asset light. So for us, setting or activating additional markets is often more a regulatory exercise than literally an operational challenge to us. Where we want to take this is to bring this into all those markets where manned pickup and drop solutions are of added value. And we are typically doing this with many of our long lasting carrier partnerships that we have been developing over the last few years.
And you mentioned regulatory kind of challenges. How important is it? Is it about the zoning or where, for example, couriers can go? What are the problems there?
Besides postcode, it is also, of course, the accessibility, not just for the courier, but then also disability-friendly access. So for the actual consumer, for example, it's the secure space that is required, the specifications of security measures in stores, CCTV footage, etc., etc. But then looking at this at a broader scale outside the UK as well, these requirements change. We have in Germany a completely different retail environment in many ways, much more consolidated, less independent convenience, for example. And with that, the overall manicure of the store network looks slightly different as well. The way the solution blends into the overall store operation as well. The overall space that is allocated to us, and then with that, often market to market differently is also to be treated the distance to each consumer. In some countries, it is completely normal to travel almost everywhere by some means of transport. In others, it's more frequent and usual to walk up to the next location. And with that come specific requirements to be conveniently or to have a store conveniently accessible. Yeah, a parking lot, for example, for those areas where driving is required, a bus stop nearby when you walk.
Sebastian, thank you very much for your time. People can learn more about Parcelly in the description below with your website and more information on all the things that we've been working on for quite a while together. Thank you very much.